up, you guys? So I'm going to do a video that is outside of my unboxing comfort. I am going to do a totes comparison, Louis Vuitton tote Neverfull versus a Dior book tote versus a Longchamp tote versus one of my old vintage Gucci totes. So I'm gonna do that today just because I love bags in all shapes and sizes. So I have a bunch of totes, I have a bunch of small bags, so on and so forth. So I wanted to go over it with you on what I think are some of my favorite totes, why I love them, why I would choose one over the other. So well, first of all, I also wanted to share with you guys, so I do have a Neverfull. I bought it when they first came out in mid-2000s, so it was at what, 2005 to 2007. I will enter the correct year here. I had purchased it and I stopped wearing it a few years ago, and the reason why is because yes, everybody and their mothers has a Neverfull tote, and I didn't feel mine was very special in comparison to like some of the newer totes. They didn't come with the inside pouch, none of that, and it started to crack because I wasn't filling it and keeping it nice and pristine as I should be. There is another Neverfull I would love to put into my collection, but right now the price isn't right for it. Anyways, I just got my Louis Vuitton Neverfull custom painted recently, and I am absolutely in love with it. As you can see here, I have a little bear. These are called Rilakkuma bears, and I'm super obsessed with them. I love anything kawaii, and if you don't know what that means, it's cute in Japanese. So some things that some people don't know about me is that I'm a huge Pokemon fan as well. And I think it kind of falls into why I love a lot of like the streetwear and, you know, KAWS and stuff like that, Takashi Murakami stuff. It's because it's really all cute. But yeah, I would like to share it with you guys. And I had Rilakkuma bears painted on it with sakura flowers. I absolutely love it. I got this done by KK Leather Goods. You can follow them on Facebook. I will leave a link below. This is not sponsored or anything. Like, I just think it is absolutely gorgeous, and I think the color of the bears go extremely well with the monogram. But yeah, I haven't, this is the, I believe the GM size, so the biggest Neverfull size. Again, this is the very first run of them, so they did not come with a pouch. It is in still really great condition, besides the fact that I have leather cracking here. But how cute is that? I knew if I were to get it painted that this would be something that I would definitely wear again. But this Neverfull, I gotta say guys, is been with me for over 10 years. I've loved this bag. I still do love this bag, and that's probably why I'll never get rid of it, to be honest. It traveled well with me. I even like, and this thing, I'm telling you, it's very strong. I used to carry like video game systems in this bag just to tote it from like family events to family events, and it's held up extremely well. It has not gone through any repairs whatsoever. Yes, the reason why I stopped wearing it is because everybody and their mothers has a Neverfull now, but that shouldn't really justify anybody getting it. If you love it, you love it. This is literally, it's Neverfull, hence the name. So I mean, one of the other reasons why I stopped using it too is because when I use this bag, I never realized how I just threw everything in there and it just got extremely heavy. Also, the little straps here too, because they're on the smaller side, the heavier your bag gets, the more it does cut into your shoulder. Another thing too, as I've gotten older, I realized that I don't like open top bags, so I'd rather prefer zippers. But oh, I had stuff in here. But of course, that's when you're, you know, older, you have more things that you want to secure. But inside is very roomy. It has the zip side pocket here, which fits a lot as well. It is still one of my favorite bags. It's really great for travel. I would recommend though you be one of those bag in a bag ladies if you're going to use a Neverfull, just so things don't spill out, especially if, you know, you're going through the airport and all of that stuff. You don't want your things to fall out. But this is one of the reasons why I do not use this to travel anymore. This is probably a really good weekender bag if you're going somewhere like just like a staycation, but I wouldn't recommend traveling with it just because it is open, like I said, unless you're gonna be a bag in a bag type of person. But I love it. The shape is great. I am 5'8". I am a medium build, so it looks good on my style, on my body style. However, there are girls that are petite that feel like this will drown them. Do whatever you want. Big totes are in. I mean, whether or not it's in or not, if you like it, you like it. But another tote that I wanted to talk about is this Gucci vintage one. I don't remember the date of this. This is actually my my mother's vintage Gucci bag. So as you can see, there is a lot of the leather cracking and wear on it. I don't wear it as much for that reason. And you can see too here that the leather straps are starting to come apart on one side more so. I think it's the side, yeah, that's the inner side, so it's starting to rub off a little bit. I'm maybe thinking about getting these handles replaced. I know there is a lot of people who can do that nowadays, but I just make sure I try to keep it stuffed so that it doesn't lose its shape. Again, it's an open tote, and Gucci had created recently a lot of totes in similar styles. In similar shapes but different styles. So as you can see, it's more of an oblong. Honestly, in comparison, like, I think these are two different types of totes. Like, this would be something I'd travel in, but this would be a shape that I would use to put like my laptop in it, so like for more for work. So I wouldn't put a lot of things in this as well, just because the straps isn't as long. However, one of my biggest pet peeves about this bag is the fact that it has these two things that cinch them in, so it doesn't give it quite that, you know, boxy shape. It kind of, it tapers in here, which kind of drives me crazy. But again, I do love this. This is something that I don't carry a lot of things in, because again, just because of how the bag is aging in the straps, I don't want it to age anymore. However, this does hold a great deal of things, water bottles. Again, traveling, I'd probably carry the Neverfull, and as far as style wise, I probably like Neverfull a little bit better. I feel like this shape again is very businessy, so you don't wear it as often. Yeah. The next tote is this from Longchamp. So I got this as a gift from my husband, but basically this one is not your regular tote style. This is the only Longchamp bag that I have. I do want to add another one to it. Not sure when, but this has been my #1 traveling tote. I totally love it. It has the basic shape of like the Neverfull, but the awesome thing about this specific one is you see this zipper down here. You are able to expand the tote by maybe 3 to 4 inches. Which is what I love, because this is a good tote to use as your carry-on. Show y'all. It expands actually more like 5 inches. So now it looks much more oblong, which I love to use it as I travel. And it also has the zipper top as well. This is in like a bluish gray with the leather brown trimming, but this too, I don't have to worry about putting it on the ground. I don't have to worry about it scratching or anything. And if I was to overpack, I wouldn't mind checking this style in as well. I think this has the best wear for money. I've wore it a majority of my trips, and honestly, this is one of those things too where if I am going to buy stuff, I just fold it up and I throw it in my luggage just in case I do need it. I bring this as a carry-on when I come home than I usually do when I go to the destination, just because again, like, I end up with more. You can unzip it for extra length, and the nylon is so durable. I've had no issues whatsoever. This is such a great tote again for traveling between these two long Longchamp hands down is the best one to bring. I think it's just such a great bag. Again, I wouldn't mind adding another one, and I really like the smaller size ones as well. I just never, you know, honestly, they go on sale, so I'm probably just gonna wait for a sale. And then my last tote here is the Christian Dior book tote. Honestly, this bag is fantastic. I really love it. Oblique is one of my favorites from Christian Dior. However, this bag gets heavy real quick. I think this, out of all of the 4 totes that I've shown you, this is the heaviest. I can put a laptop in here and other things and my arm's already dying. Absolutely love the shape of this bag. This is a statement piece bag. I mean, who hasn't heard of it? I do love the shade that I have in this maroon color, but of course I love them all. Just the downfall on this bag is that it is extremely heavy. The canvassing on this is just so thick. It's great, but don't carry much in it. I usually use this to travel, but it's a pain. I'm not gonna lie, it is a pain in the butt, especially if you don't want to bring it home as a carry-on. It's a pain. It is definitely a pain. I can't wait for the other sizes to come because I think that would be more usable and wearable on a daily basis. But as far as travel wise, this is probably going to be on the bottom of my list. It is gorgeous to travel with, don't get me wrong. It complements your luggage, I don't know, whatever, but it's just so heavy. So I mean, the spacing isn't too bad. It's pretty deep in there, but like I said, things fill up pretty quickly in this bag. Again, it is very heavy. I'll travel with it if it's light. Like, it might just be a really good weekender bag or just a regular purse, but as far as traveling wise, it's a little hectic. Even bringing it home, because I did buy this overseas, it was very hectic, I'm not gonna lie. And then you stress about having to put it on the ground. It's just, this is one that you stress out about. I mean, this is the most expensive out of the 4, so this is the one that you do care about the most. However, not the friendliest to travel with. So if I had to rate my tote bags for travel reasons, so if you're going overseas or going to another state, my number 1 thing, this would be number 1, my Longchamp bag. My number 2 would be the Neverfull. Number 3, just because it's bigger, I'd go with the Dior book tote, and then this would be for the Gucci. As far as a weekend away trip, definitely number 1 on my list. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and I went a little opposite, and the reason for that is because when you go out in the weekend, you really don't bring much things with you when you go out during on a weekender, and I feel like the Longchamp bag is something that you carry a lot of things in. I mean, however, you can unzip it, make it smaller, so this will still be a good one. As far as everyday bag, as far as style wise, the book tote would be number 1, my Neverfull would be number 2, Gucci would be 3, and then the Longchamp bag would be the last. I just love totes. I do have some other ones that are not branded that I didn't mention on here. However, totes is like, enter infinity amount of things in your bag is like 10 million times heavy. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed my reveal of my Neverfull. I love it so much, and I actually got this little round coin purse from Japan, and I just thought it was really appropriate to put it on this bag because it's so adorable. But yeah, I hope you guys also enjoyed my tote review. I hope I gave some good information. Also, guys, I have been wearing, in my last video, I talked about this brand, Ana Luisa, and I told you guys that I have very sensitive ears. I've had this earring on literally the whole time since that video, and my ear hasn't been irritated once. I didn't even have to take it out. I am loving this ring so much. Even the other earrings, I'm just not wearing it because I have a big necklace today, so I'm not wearing the earrings, but I literally been wearing them so much. I love it. If you guys haven't already checked out their website, like I had said, check them out at analuisa.com/Richelle. Also get $10 off your purchase by entering Richelle10 into that promo code box and get $10 off your purchase. It's so easy. I still haven't had the chance to go back and check off the stuff that I wanted to get, but there are a couple things that I do want to get. But otherwise, that guys, thank you so much for coming by. Subscribe if you haven't. Like this video. Thank you again for visiting me if you are returning, and if you don't follow me on Instagram already, you should. I am so happy to say that I got reposted by Hypebae. I will enter that picture there. I'm so excited. I love Hypebae because I am a Hypebae. But thanks guys. Bye.